I went ahead and painted my little bracket here, got my spring on, went ahead and put the oil fill tube back partially way on, and I got a special thing in the mail. Check it out. This is an answer to a problem that I've been having. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a different problem. That's for the garden. But this is it. This is the starter that I've been spending some time and searching for. It's a direct drive unit from Mean Green. And even though it's smaller, it's still heavy. And I've already did a test fitting. And the first thing I noticed is my dipstick's in the way. So we're going to have to go ahead and take the dipstick out. I'm going to have to figure out a solution for that now. But I'd much rather have a problem of checking my oil than not being able to start my motor. I was told that this might be tough. Yeah, this is all sorts of unsafe. Well, she's broke now. This is probably too little, too late. Well, I'm not sure if I made it better or worse. Yeah, I totally think I'm making it worse. It's not looking good. Well, there we are now. Nice and flush. This thing is fighting me tooth and nail, just like everything else. Alright, so I got some bad news here. Mean Green let me down just a little bit. Goes on. It fits pretty good. They actually line up just right. And my bolts, they bolt up except for the third one, the one in the back. And so what I'm going to do here is, it's really hard to kind of see. I ended up calling the guys and asking them about it. They ended up shipping me. They got their numbers confused of what years this starter would fit on. So now we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do from there. It fits good in the caddy because we already did a test fitting of that. This is the part number. But they got their years confused and told me that they had one that bolt right on, and well, it doesn't quite bolt on. It bolts on 2/3 of the way, but we're just gonna have to work with what we got because that's all they have. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this flywheel off real quick, and I'm gonna show you how that missing bolt. So hang on. I went ahead and took off the adapter plate so I can show you guys a better view and what we're going to try to do to fix it. So this hole lines up, this hole lines up, this hole right here, not so much. Here's the original OEM hole. This is what I'm stuck with. So if we pull it out, take a look, Get a nice little feel there. Flip this guy over. That hole is right in this rib right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have one of my buddies who's much more proficient at welding aluminum than I am. I think I'm going to have him go ahead and fill this little channel in, and we're going to go ahead and drill and tap it so that it will have a place for our third bolt. Now this hole right here, that's a dowel alignment pin for the transmission. So I need to go ahead and take some pictures of this for him to look at and see the best course of action and see what we need to do. I don't know if he wants me to drill a hole right now or, yeah, it's like right there. It's still on this flat channel right here, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, as we all know, the starter was not going to fit. It was not the same bolt pattern as the old factory one. The adapter plate had to be welded up, and after that I drilled and tapped. I used the center punch to go ahead and mark where it needed to go. This was a 27/64 center punch for the hole, and it was still just a little bit too loose in there for my liking, so I shimmed it up using some of this Scotch tape. Next up, I went ahead and drilled a little pilot hole where I needed to put my center in, and I did that on my drill press right there because I wanted to make sure I tried to get it as straight as possible. When it was time to tap for the bolt, this bolt is an M10 by 1.5. So when I looked it up on the drill index, I needed a R drill bit to go ahead and drill through the hole. So I got that done. After that, I went ahead and used the tap and ran it through. My buddy, whenever he welded it up, he said that he found some small voids in the material whenever he was putting in the filler, but you probably can't see it too well, but it tapped pretty well. Everything worked out, and lucky for me, I got it in pretty straight. It's not the straightest of the three, but I did get it pretty true. So that's taken care of. I test fit it. The starter fits in there. I'm going to go ahead and paint it again, and then we can go ahead and get mounted.
How's your mom doing?
She's doing better. She's getting better, yeah. Yeah, they had the lock box was on the garage door. So the realtor said, she's like, well, do you just want to go ahead and look at the garage, the shop, you know, the garage door? Yeah, sure. Walk in there and my mom looks at it, he's like, he'll take it. The realtor's like, but we haven't seen the house yet. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. What all goes up in here? Can you put the radiator up here?
So what goes pretty much, so this is where the grill's at,
Yeah.
and then this is just the core support. So yeah, I mean, you can move everything forward. The only thing that's kind of in the way was the hood latch.
2 months?
Oh yeah.
Right around that.
Well, the engine's going to have to go down. Right now the tie rod's in the way. I don't know, the front frame.
Too bad. Of course, you also
Well,
don't
I
want to
didn't
be,
know how much room.
I said, yeah, you also don't want to be right on top of that either.
There's
though.
about 3 inches in there. What the heck is this?
Oh, it's a bike lock.
Oh.
Renee drug it out after she got done playing with the cat poop.
Where is Pork Chop?
We heard him walking around the alley, but he just kept on cruising.
Huh.
He doesn't come by anymore that much because every time he tries to come in the garage, he tries to spray on something. He'll try to piss on something. So I hit him with the